الكلمة المداخلة الأخيرة للأستاذ فيين كوياهوك من الفيتنام. لا هذا داز، لا هذاك راهو داز، لا هذا داز.
So thank you very much, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I learned a lot from this conference, and thank you to the Ministry of Morocco for inviting me to be here to experience the very great conference. For the case of Vietnam, my countries, of the past 3 decades, we make a huge transformation from a central planning economy to a market economy. And it seems that the more market economy we have, the judicial independence become more and more important. And at present, if in the 1991, in our economies, we have only like a 414 private enterprise, but nowadays we have 700,000 enterprise operating in our economy, and we drawn more than 200 billion US dollar from foreign investor. And as for judicial independence and ensuring the independence of just in examining and deciding legal dispute is a constitutional value in Vietnam as well. And from our independence in 1945, we have adopted 5 constitutions. That is Constitution of 1946, 1959, 1980, and 1992. And the latest constitution is 2013. And judicial independence were first enshrined in our constitution in 1959. And that principle will repeat in all later constitutions. That is Constitution of 1980, 1992, and 2013. And but the principle of rule of law was provided in our constitution only in 2001. And for our latest constitution of 2013, we again emphasize the importance of judicial independence by clearly stating that the courts are officially and explicitly regarded as an organ assuming mission to safeguard the justice and human rights through exercising their judicial power. And especially this constitution states that all agency, organization, or individuals, whatever, are strictly prohibited from interfering in trial by judge. And this constitution also adds the principle of adversary in litigation. And for the promotion of judicial independence, the Constitution of 2013 also provides firm foundation and guidance to strengthening judicial independence by new provisions, such as now all the judges of Supreme Court not only appointed by our president, but also had to be ratified by the National Assembly. And all other judges are appointed by president. In my countries, president actually do not belong to the executive system. The prime minister and his cabinet assume the executive system. So the judges are actually independent from the executive system and the legislative system as well. And the law on organization of courts in 2014, based on the Constitution of 2013, provides some further measure to maintaining the judicial independence. Such as now, a judge, a citizen to want to become a judge have to take the a fair examination, and we newly set up the National Council for Judge Selection, to advise our president to appoint judge. And also, the term of office for judge is now extended to 10 years for the second reappointment. And, but anyways, maintaining judicial independence remains a challenge in my country. But in my observation, the importance of maintaining judicial independence in Vietnam in parallel with rule of law is more and more emphasized by our leader and our public. And that fact shall be strongly boosted by economic reform and business community due to the reason that judicial independence and rule of law is an essential aspect of a healthy and just business environment for enterprise and investment. In addition, judicial independence and rule of law is also a value necessary for sustainable development of my country as well. So, for my observation, strengthening judicial independence in Vietnam is an irreversible trend. So, that is my key message for today's conference. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
شكرا للأستاذ فيين عن عرضه القيم.